Welcome back to Lucid Trading. Welcome back indeed. Good morning to everybody out there. Today is the 17th of September. It is the last trading day of this current week. Make sure you smash that like button if you just joined the stream. That would be very much appreciated. That'd be absolutely great. So hit the like button. It would really help out with the algorithm and it would help out the channel. Let me quickly see if got my chart right. Yeah, there we go. So we're looking at Baidu right now. So there was some big news for the Chinese stock market, I would say. The company Evergrande is starting to get bailed out by the Chinese government. And that is a good thing, because if this, well, basically some backstory. Evergrande is a real estate giant, and they were doing very bad. In fact, they had a lot of liabilities. They have a lot of debt, roughly $300 billion in debt that they are responsible for. And guess what? They are underwater. They are not able to pay back their debt. They are not able to keep afloat. And so the Chinese government is stepping in, already helping out with about $14 billion of liquidity, which is, in my opinion, is just a start, right? Because they've got a lot of debt. They've started to sell properties in China for a 55% discount in some places, which is insane, right? That really is going to have a rippling effect across the real estate market in China. And obviously, this company, this real estate conglomerates, they have a lot of real estate on their portfolio. They have a lot of real estate on their balance sheet. If they would sell everything, if they would go bankrupt, and if they would have to sell all their real estate, they would crash the real estate market in China. And, well, that would pretty much mean we would see a liquidity crunch in China, and that would eventually lead to a stock market downturn. That should be prevented if the Chinese government doesn't step in. I do think it's going to get a lot worse, and I think the Chinese stocks that we've covered in the past recently have been going down because of what's happening with Evergrande. It's having a very, very negative impact across the Chinese stock market. So we're following this very, very closely. Today is also Quadwitching, so that is also going to be quite interesting to watch. We'll see what happens. A lot of options expiring, so it's going to get very volatile today. But yeah, smash that like button if you just joined. Good morning to everybody out there. Let me just give a shout out to a bunch of people. Welcome to Kevin, Clean, Peru, Jesus, Natalia, OM Bassett, Comet Dang, John Smith, Danny, OM Bassett, D. B. Demery, Unai, Damn Son, William S., J. Dub, Lander, D. Farnando, Greg, James, Edwin. Welcome back to the stream. Hit that like button. If you own any Chinese stocks, make sure you smash the like. We got some good news today. The Chinese government actually starting to help out with the real estate developer called Evergrande. That could really boost up the valuations of Chinese companies as people start pricing in a potential bailout. And look at that, Alibaba up 1.3%, DIDI is up 1.6%, so we're seeing them slowly heading upwards. We have about 27 minutes left until the stock market opens up, so 27 minutes to cover some stocks. Let me know in the chat which stocks you would like me to take a look at, and we'll be taking a look at your stocks. So let me know. Will the real estate market in China crash? Let's ask that question. I'm actually quite curious what you guys are thinking about this. Let's see. GM, Lucid, Penn National Gaming, Tesla, Baidu, Tattooed Chef, Robinhood. Very, very interesting. Apparently my green screen is... Oh, hold up. There we go. All right. 10 cents is up 1.2%. Baidu is up 1.8%. Let me briefly take a look at what's happening with JD. Oh wow, JD is up 2%. The VIX is still green, still spiking. The S&P is slightly down. We got the Nasdaq slightly down as well, with the Russell slightly up. I think. Wait, no, the S&P. I think it's not open yet, so it's slightly green right now. And I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. We need to get above. Wait, why is the 4 hours looking so weird? There we go. We need to get above the 4,490s, right? So we need to go above 4,500. That's the physical barrier that we currently have. Once we go above that, I think we're going to be in safe territory for the S&P. I would say for the markets in general, that's going to look really, really good. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. If you just joined, hit that like button. That'll be awesome. Good morning. Good morning. This is the last trading day of the week. We have Quadwitching going on. Let me change that title. Gara, Apple sold out the 1 terabyte iPhone 13 Pro. That's probably the Pro Max, right? The 1500. Oh, wow, that's insane. Did they really sell out? Then I think Apple stock should be going up, right? I think it's going to go up. There's no way around. Is that really true? Did they sell out the expensive model? What the hell? iPhone 13 Pro Max sold out. No way. No way that happens. I don't know where you got that news. I can't find it on Google, so. iPhone 13 pre-order, expired pre-order. No idea. Can't find anything about this. But if that is true, that would be insane. That would be absolutely insane. Apple stock is going to go through the roof. I'm not joking when I'm saying that. If demand for the iPhone 13 is massive, it's huge, this stock is going to be like sitting at 160. But I'm still bearish short term. I think they're not going to sell as many as the iPhone 12. I don't think so. If we get any kind of, like, look, I don't care if I'm right or not. I care about the truth. And so if I'm wrong, and if they're selling more iPhone 13s than the iPhone 12, hey, the stock is going to fly. But so far, we haven't gotten any evidence yet. It's too early to say that. I did predict that the stock would fall back down. And there you go. It's down like 6%. And I think it's probably going to go down further. So long as we don't have any evidence that, they're selling a lot of phones. Yeah, so I want to give you some backstory on UiPath. So UiPath, this is a company. They do software robotics, and it's going up 1.8% in the pre-market. I have been buying the dip since it hit $56. It went to 55, it went to 54, 53, briefly hit 52.6. And I bought the dip every single time. My average is sitting around 53, right? So UiPath is now up 2% in the pre-market. We had Kathy Wood buying yesterday. She was buying the day before that. She was buying on Monday. She was buying last week. She's buying the dip in UiPath as well. And I'm doing the same thing because I think UiPath is a great company, and we're getting a massive discount on this great company. And what's really funny is that whenever UiPath reports earnings, the stock falls massively, despite the fact that they meet the guidance, they beat the estimates, and they increase the guidance. So that was a little strange. I think we're going to see a robust rally to the upside. It's just going to be a matter of time before UiPath is going to be sitting at, $60 again. So I'm still very, very bullish on UiPath. It's a matter of time before this bad boy is sitting at 60, maybe even 65. It's one of the stocks I'm very bullish on. These stocks right here, I'm very bullish on. Obviously, I was bullish on Uber. It was sitting at $38. I said, guys, this is going to jump like a lot. Uber stock is going to go up a lot because it's been selling off for such a long time, and Uber is a great company. You're getting a massive discount, right? You're getting a massive discount on Uber. I would argue. I think they're doing pretty good. I've checked their fundamentals. They raised their guidance as well, so Uber should be fine. I mean, they have survived through the worst part of the pandemic. I think they'll be good. Netlist is up 0.6%. Robinhood is up 0.2%, which I was also bullish on. Remember, it hit 39. I bought a little bit of Robinhood as well, 39. Now sitting at 42. Helion, unfortunately, hasn't come back up yet. It's one of those companies that doesn't really have any revenue. They're burning a lot of cash, so no wonder that it's been doing very bad. That's one of the big reasons why that is happening. Some people saying that the iPhone 13 is boring. See, the thing is, these iPhone 13s aren't meant for the people that bought the iPhone 12. It's meant for the people that are upgrading from iPhone 8, from the iPhone X, from iPhone 11. I know it's not that exciting, but it's, slightly better battery, slightly better camera, slightly better screen coverage, the 120 hertz. Tiny improvements. But yeah, I have to agree, Apple hasn't been that innovative. Back in the day, they used to change whole markets, and nowadays it's just, better camera, better screen. I guess that's what happens when you, innovate at that level. At some point, it's like that. I mean, what are you going to do next? And it's very risky to innovate, too. Like, imagine this. You create an iPhone. It's selling a massive amounts of units. Then you get the option to innovate and create something new that would replace the iPhone. But why would you do that? You're cannibalizing your revenue if you do that. So it's kind of tricky for a big behemoth to who already has fantastic sales. Why the hell would they innovate and eat up their own product? It makes no sense. It's like with the auto manufacturers that now have to go EV. They have to cannibalize their ICE cars to pump out the EVs. Their business is not going anywhere because they're burning out that segment of their business to improve this segment of their business, which in the end, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense, materially wise. But obviously, it is necessary, of course, because if you don't innovate, well, guess what's going to happen? The competition is going to innovate, and you're going to be absolutely, you're going to get messed up. We got a $5 donation from Kamana Nashish Debnath. Thank you so much for that $5 donation. Can you check BLI, please? We'll take a look at BLI right here, right now. One sec. BLI. Yeah, so another point about Apple. The reason why I am bearish on Apple long term is because that I think that Apple one day is going to get disrupted by a mirror image of itself 30 years ago. It's a company with a Steve Jobs-like figure that will disrupt Apple because Apple is afraid to innovate. That they can't. They don't have the. It's very risky, right? So they have to. They have to pretty much eat up their own revenue to do that at this point, and that's why I think their innovation has slowed down. So that's my own little conspiracy theory. I think there's going to be a small company at some point, kind of similar to what happened with IBM and Apple. But then now Apple is the IBM, and then, well, the innovator is going to eat up their market share. BLI, Berkeley. A lot of people disagree with me on that one, by the way. But that's what I think. Berkeley Lights. Let me check. Ooh, that's very bearish. People are selling on top of the selling. It's getting interesting. This is just selling. Gap, selling. It gets bought out right here, but this is an all-time low, right? Something must have happened here. Yeah, this is not good. This company is... where's the trend heading? BLI. Yeah, they're burning almost all their revenue. Engages in rapid development and commercialization of the biotherapeutics and other cell-based products. Its platform captures deep phenotypic... Okay. I think something bad happened, but this is a biotech company or something. No, it's technology services. Berkeley Lights. Let me just hold up. Let me see what's happening with this company. This is really strange. Berkeley Lights. Why Berkeley Lights fell again. My Scorpion Capital calls Berkeley Lights a troubling pump and dump VC scam. 1 day ago. Oh, that's what's happening. They're being called out. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Look at that. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. It's like a 50% correction. Something is wrong. I don't know. I think it's going to stay low, honestly. I don't know much about the fundamentals. It's up 5.1% already, but you know, technically speaking, it seems like it will bounce. But with that recent call out, I think it could actually stay low because the sentiment is so bearish. And I don't know much about this company fundamentally speaking. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt. I mean, just because it's getting called out doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to do super bad or anything. Short term, we could still see a bounce. So I'm guessing we bounce back, fill the gap to 32. That's my estimate right now. I don't think it's going to go above that. I think it's going to stay bearish, though. So this bounce is all we're going to get with this company. We'll have to see what happens next for this. UiPath is up 2.1%. That is awesome. We're finally seeing some positivity around UiPath. I'm very, very happy with that. Hopefully we'll see more. I mean, it's been staying pretty dormant at around 53.9. So hopefully we'll get back up and fill that gap over to around $62. That's going to take some time, but I think we're going to get there. DIDI up 1.6%. Alibaba is up 1.2% right now. Still in the green. Very nice. Tesla is kind of flat. NIO is slightly green. Li Auto, XPeng, both almost up a percentage point. Lucid Group up 4.5% in the pre-market. Yesterday in the after hours, Lucid Group was actually up almost 10%, which is pretty wild. There we go. Let's see what's happening with AMC. AMC down a percentage point. AI down 0.4%. Palantir is up again, up 0.17%. Snowflake is down 0.6%. Why is AI down? What the hell is happening? Oh, wait. Yeah, the CEO of C3.ai actually sold shares. I mean, I don't get it. I really don't get it. So, Thomas Siebel, the CEO, sold $30 million worth of shares, which is roughly, I think, about, I think it's a couple 100,000. So, it's like, you're selling at the bottom. Why would you do that? I mean, this guy has plenty of cash Thomas Siebel, he's a billionaire. He has plenty of cash on his bank account and whatnot. So I don't understand why he's selling. I think it's probably on a schedule or something, but it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Somebody in live chat saying he lied at earnings. I don't know. It's not like they're not growing. This company is growing, so he's not lying. I don't think he's lying. We'll see. If he's lying, then he's lying. I don't think he is. I just think it's not so wise to sell a stock right before a very good quarter. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like he tells us at earnings, hey guys, we're going to grow faster next quarter. And then a couple weeks later, he sells his stock, which is confusing at best. That doesn't make... If you know that a stock is about to fly high, you're not going to sell your stock. You're going to wait until it goes up and then you sell. Which, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, I can't judge. Maybe there's a schedule where, you know, he has to sell a certain amount. I have no idea what's happening there. Most people don't. 2% to the upside on UiPath. Uber up 0.5%. Netlist up 0.5%. Robinhood almost 0.5%. And looking at the indices, how are the indices looking? The Russell is starting to fall after yesterday's spike. And the Nasdaq is also slightly red. Checking the S&P futures. There we go. S&P is slightly green, and Dow Jones futures are down. Slightly red. I wouldn't say that we're... I don't think that we're out of this market correction. I think we're still in the market correction. We haven't got any evidence yet of this market correction being over. And look at that. Bitcoin is starting to move down. We have Ethereum down. Cardano going down as well. With the 10-year spiking. Holy moly. 10-year spiking again. About to hit resistance again. Bonds are selling off. And that's having a negative impact on the growth stocks. Interesting times. We have the 10-year spiking. The dollar is also heading up. Remember what I said, that the dollar was going to strengthen because we're starting to see CPI data to come down. And overall, I would say bonds are being liquidated. Stocks are being liquidated. That strengthens the dollar even more. One sec. See what's happening with Nano. Yeah, so ARK actually bought more Nano Dimension recently. I think Nano Dimension is going to go straight back to 6.6, 6.7-ish. It's up 0.7% right now in the pre-market. Bionano Genomics also up now. I said it was going to go up here to that 5.7, 5.8 zone. Up 3%, sitting at 5.45, which is not bad. It actually hit 5.5. Let's take a look at big tech. Apple is flats. Microsoft flats. Facebook is down. Google flat. Amazon is flat. Netflix is slightly green. Virgin Galactic up 0.5 percentage points. UiPath is starting to come down. We just cannot have one day where UiPath is spiking. It just can't happen. Uber is starting to come down. Interesting. And the VIX is looking pretty good. Not spiking. Slightly green, but we're not seeing a 5% spike or anything like that. Very glad about that. All right. Somebody's saying the path is C3.ai again. Okay, then don't buy into it. If you think path is C3.ai, don't buy into the stock. Frankly, don't buy into C3.ai. I'm already up on this stock, actually. And on C3, I'm also very close to getting green. Good morning. By the way, good morning to the people that just joined. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back to Lucid Trading. Make sure you hit that like button. In about 6 minutes, the market is going to be opening up. Let me know which stocks I should cover. Let me know in the live chat, and I will be covering your stocks. Let me see the poll that we had running. Obviously, the Evergrande situation, the Evergrande real estate developer that's about to go bankrupt in China. Asked the question about that. Will the real estate market in China crash? 58% saying no, 42% saying no, 42% saying yes. So that is interesting. So a lot of people think that that's not going to happen. I don't know. I think if the Chinese government doesn't bail it out, the real estate market is it's not going to fare well in China. And that's, when in China things go wrong. I mean, we haven't had a time in history where China was this big and where a company like Evergrande was about to go underwater. So this could definitely impact the housing market in Europe eventually, and maybe even in America. There is a possibility that could happen, and that could potentially create a slowdown in real estate across the world. And I'm not joking when I'm saying that. Because if the real estate in Asia is not faring so well, that could infect other markets abroad. Let's take a look at what's happening with Hippo. We have 4 minutes, by the way, until the markets open up. Smash that like button. Hippo up 1.5%. There's not a lot of data to go around. I am slightly bullish in it. I'm a bit biased. I think Meet Kevin, who's covering this stock, did his research. I did not. But I think this is a real estate tech stock or something. Home insurance. I think we'll get back to $7 probably. 10-year is spiking still, 2.4% to the upside. Would you look at that? Dollar is green. Nasdaq is now going green. Russell's starting to move up. Tesla's green, sitting at 757.3. Both Neoli and Xpeng are all green as well. Lucid Group is now up almost 6 percentage points. That is wild. Yeah, so we had the pump in the after hours. We hit 23. My expectation was that we did not go above 23 because that is resistance. You can see right here. I think we're just going to consolidate at this point. I don't think we're going to see a very big spike. We've already, if anything, we've seen a spike already. All right. So which stocks do you want to see? DIDI, Palantir, Lucid, QuantumScape, Wish. I haven't checked Wish in a while. Facebook, ChargePoint. Let me check Wish. What's happening with Wish? Oh, wow. Look at that. Wish is getting absolutely demolished. It's now sitting at 6.3. I don't know what to say about this, honestly. And this is happening because of the Chinese market getting absolutely wrecked. It could bounce. I mean, this is a double bottom that we're seeing right here. They have 3.6 billion in market capitalization with a annual revenue of 2.5 billion. But look at that quarterly. That is bad. For Wish, this is not a good sign. They're practically not growing. I would say they're actually growth is going negative. But it's priced in, I would say most of that is priced in right now. Will it bounce eventually? That is to be seen. I would not touch this stock because there are way better stocks out there right now in the market. This is just incredibly risky. But you know what could happen is, hey, what if the Wall Street Bets crew comes around? That could still happen. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens, right? And they pump it back up. So maybe that could be an idea, but still. It's way too risky. Even at $6.3, I mean, look at that quarterly. It's just going down. And they're still burning a lot of money. So, that's all I want to say about that. I like C3. No, this is not like C3. C3 is actually growing. I think a lot of people are salty because they're not seeing C3 go up overnight. I think that's what's happening, honestly. Markets opening up, by the way. Let's have that opening bell, which is going to turn off by its own. Let's see what's happening here. Tesla's down slightly. Go to the 1 minute. There you go. Tesla sitting at 758. Slightly green. Markets are overall selling off, although the Russell is green. So the Russell is the only index that's green right now. Smash that like button, by the way. The market just opened up. One second. Tesla's slightly. Neo spiking. Look at that. Neo up 1.1%. XPeng up 1.5%. AI sideways. Palantir sideways. Snowflake sideways. Tesla starting to shoot. About to hit 760. Alibaba up 1.4%. DIDI up 1.5%. Virgin Galactic is up 1.5%. UiPath up 1.7%. Netlist up 2%. Uber up 1.3%. Robinhood is up 0.2%. Looking really good right here. Let's not get too excited. The markets could still correct today. I wouldn't be surprised because it's right prior to the weekend. Yeah, I mean, 1 second. Yeah, I'm allergic to dust mites, and so that's why. Yeah, my nose gets stuffed. It really sucks. I'm practically allergic to everything because dust mites are everywhere. Oh my! I'm having a good day because the Chinese stocks are not heading down for the first time in a long time. Very happy about that. Tesla's starting to move down. It's about to go negative again. But the Chinese stocks are heading up, so that's really good. Especially Alibaba and DiDi. Look at that. UiPath is, oh my god, UiPath already selling off. You see a 2% spike after UiPath has been moving down for like, I mean, let's be real, UiPath has been down for like months now. And it's only able to move, what, 1.6%? I think that's a little disappointing. I guess the stock is not in favor of many investors. And looking at the current situation, it looks like the Russell is doing well. Everything else is just kind of red. You can see right here, big tech is red, even with the rumor about Apple that they were selling out their expensive models. It's down 0.5%. Facebook down 0.5%. Google is slightly down. Microsoft down 0.5%. BNGO up 1.5%. Nano Dimension up 0.5%. Recovery stocks are green. Semiconductors are red. Big banks are slightly green because the 10-year is starting to shoot. Look at that. 10-year up 2.5%. U.S. oil is down. That's not good for the markets. And looking at the Chinese stocks, still green so far. Virgin Galactic, too, is falling back down now as well. Had a bit of a spike. I think the markets are about to go red again, honestly. That's what it's looking like to me, at least. C3.ai hitting, look at that, 50 on C3. And Palantir sitting at 28.4. So we're seeing a sell-off in Palantir, at least a slight sell-off. Interesting. Very, very interesting. If you're holding Palantir, by the way, smash that like button. We've been covering this stock for months, and it's been going up for months. So I would really appreciate it if you would hit that like button and let me know in the live chat, are you still holding Palantir, or are you going to sell Palantir at this higher price point? Let me know in the chat. I'm still holding Palantir. I sold 10% of my stake at around this price, and I'm gonna hold most of my shares until we hit around $30. But it looks like there's some negativity right now with the markets slowing down slightly. Tesla's going negative here. Look at that. NIO starting to fall down. Lucid Group is starting to fall, sitting at 22. Everything is starting to sell off. Look at that. What is still green? Even the Chinese stocks are starting to sell off. Virgin Galactic is spiking. UiPath is starting to go down. Uber starting to go down. Netlist still all right. Yeah, Virgin Galactic is starting to go down. Everything is starting to go down. No wonder, right? It's like the weekend is coming up, so I guess that's having a big influence. Still holding Palantir, 1.1k of Palantir, holding to 2030. I'm holding some Palantir, trimmed some Palantir yesterday. Oh, that's a lot of shares, 1.1k. Damn. Yeah, I mean, everything is selling off. Yeah, do you see that? Yep, everything is selling off. And I think it has to do with the Nasdaq. You see that? Nasdaq is now down 0.5 percentage point. So it's the Nasdaq yeah. So the Nasdaq going down is taking down the S&P. Dow Jones is rather unaffected. Same for the Russell, but the Nasdaq is pretty much holding the S&P in a tight grip. I can't believe it. How is AI still negative after all the good news? It makes no sense. It really doesn't. Especially when you have a name like Palantir going up like 30% in the meantime. Which Palantir is much larger than C3. Much, much larger. It's like 10 times the market cap. Come on. Baba is just such a slow mover right now. And honestly, if I'm looking at the technicals, we're seeing a lot of weakness. Although, look at this. The 4-hour MACD is about to crush. It's about to cross. That should have a big influence here. Gara Lucid Air Grand Touring costs $140,000 and it has 516 miles with 800 horsepower. Oh, that's pretty cool. In comparison with the Tesla Model S Plaid, which costs $123,000. Yeah, the problem is the Tesla Model S Plaid, you can buy that one, but the Lucid Air Grand Touring, you can't buy that one. It's not. They're not going to deliver it to you tomorrow. And the Plaid, they will deliver that one to you. So it's more of a question like, are they able to produce them? Very glad about the Chinese stocks. That's really good. But we're seeing the 10-year spike. Look at that. 10-year starting to spike further. If it goes above resistance, growth stocks are going to go down. Just saying. We're looking at this right now. I mean, it's looking kind of iffy. If this resistance is broken, you know, we could be heading straight back to 1.4 and maybe even higher, actually. The best case scenario would be if we head back down, honestly, and break this trend, because there's an uptrend right now on the 10-year. Basically, we're starting to see a downtrend in bond prices, which would indicate that people think that the economic situation is all right. There we go. C3.ai taking off, up 0.5%. It was negative for a moment there. Palantir starting to spike, 0.3%. Yeah, there we go. Palantir about to hit 29. Look at that. That is wild. That is a lot of buying pressure, by the way. Look at that volume. Huge spike on Palantir. It's about to hit $29. Oh my gosh. And Snowflake heading up as well. Nasdaq's still down. Russell's still down. Yet this is happening. There you go. Markets go down. Palantir goes through the roof. Gara, the White House says that the hitting U.S. debt limits could cause a recession. Palantir up 1.08%. It hit, I think we're about to hit 29, aren't we? We're so close. Yes, today is the Quadwitching day, so that we got some volatility going on. The VIX is carrying on. It's still sitting at 19, which is pretty darn high. BABA is going up. DIDI is going up. UiPath going up. Everything's starting to move higher. Momentum is coming back. Virgin Galactic is hitting 25, up 2.1%. Lovely. And Palantir is struggling to go above 29. That's pretty much what we're seeing here. Baba's heading up, about to hit 160 again. DIDI sitting at 8.3. This is looking pretty darn solid. AI up 0.6%. I would love to see AI go up like 10% today. That would be wild. Hold up, let me just quickly... Oh my gosh. What the hell's happening? Palantir is just skyrocketing right now. To the freaking moon. If you're holding Palantir, make sure you smash the like button. I said it before. Smash that like button. When we hit 150 likes, we're going to do another Q&A, so you can ask me any questions and I'll be answering. And in the meantime, let me just quickly change the tag that we have going on here. Quadwitching. Yeah, there's a bunch of options expiring today. There we go. We hit 29. We're above 29 on Palantir. We're above 29. It's up 1.5%. This is wild. Everything is looking good. Yeah, it's the whole Wejo partnership that we recently got. It's having a big influence here. My gosh. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Honestly. You don't know how long I've been waiting for this. 29.13. Are we going up higher? We're about to hit 30. Let's see. Neo is falling down. Lucid Group is going up 5.6%. Alibaba still heading up. DIDI still heading up. UiPath heading down. Big Tech. I think okay, so this is my theory. I think what's happening is because Big Tech doesn't have any catalyst in the short term, what's happening is that there's capital in Big Tech. It's getting out of there. It's either going into the bond market or it's going back into the equity market. And that capital is rotating back into some stocks that have been going down, right? So Pounds have been going down for a while. C3.ai has been going down for a while. C3.ai up 1%. And other growth stocks and growth names that are sitting at attractive prices, because obviously they sold off 50%, 60%, 70%, and even the Chinese stocks that have sold off big time are now going up. So my theory is big tech, big corporations with massive market caps selling right now. That capital is being redistributed to the other stocks that have been falling down for the past months. Because obviously big tech, earnings is in about a month or two, so there's still some time left, and well, that capital is just sitting there rotting away. Yeah, I think we got a couple donations. We got a $100 donation from Joseph Chan. Thank you so much. There is, let me see, is there a message? Thank you, Gara. See you on Sunday. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Joseph Chan. That is awesome. Donated through Skrill. Let me check if we have any more donations on PayPal. There we go. Eugene Dendas sending a 3.5 euro donation that says, Oncology Pharma. Also, can you tell us about... one second. Can you tell us about your trip to California, and will you be streaming? Thank you for that donation. Oncology Pharma. I'll tell you about the trip to California later on. I think right now it's not a good moment. But we'll inform you guys, definitely. Nothing is confirmed yet, obviously, because of COVID, because it's a very tricky situation. I would love to go to California in December, but it's just we just don't know anything regarding what could be happening by then. I think it's this one, right? Yeah, it's too small of a market cap. I don't cover stocks that have a smaller market cap than 500 million. So yeah, and it's been going down. Look at that. That is just tough. But yeah, if you want me to take a look at any other stock with a higher market cap than 500 million, then I will be taking a look at that stock. So just let me know in the chat. Oh my gosh, Palantir is just shooting upwards. Oh my. How do you plan to get to California? You're still not accepting EU travelers. I have no idea. This is why I said, I mean, it could, maybe that by then, maybe by then it's allowed again. 29.17. Wow. Alibaba is shooting up 2.1%. DIDI up 1.6%. Look at UiPath is going up 2.3%. We're seeing these stocks that have been pushing lower and lower. We're seeing these stocks go up. That is beautiful. That is awesome. I'm gonna have to briefly check my Robinhood now up 2%, about to hit 43. Very close, hitting 43 now. Helion up 2%. Virgin Galactic up 2.5%. Remember, on CNBC, they told everybody, remember, on CNBC, I've been watching CNBC for the past couple of days. They're saying, hey guys, buy cyclicals, buy the value stocks, buy the reopening plays, buy them. Well, guess what? What's going up right now? Is it the cyclicals? Is it those stocks? Or is it the freaking Russell? It's the Russell that's going up. It's the growth stocks. It's the small cap tech stocks that have been going down for literally 6 to 7 months. I mean, of course, they're going to bounce at some point. I love how the media always tends to like do the opposite of like what's in your best interest. It is hilarious. UiPath up 2.4%, sitting at 55.2. Virgin Galactic also up 2.5%. Alibaba now up 2.1%. DIDI up 1.8%. The Chinese market is heading up because of China starting to bail out, slightly, with the $14 billion capital injection into Evergrande. That is having an impact. And Palantir 29 still sitting there, but it looks like it might actually want to head downwards. The media is trying to keep you in fear. I mean, it's not in their best interest that you make money. It's in their best interest that you lose money. This is why people watch my channel. I don't have an agenda. Well, my agenda is to survive, to survive financially. That's my agenda, obviously. I can't survive if I can't monetize my channel. But I don't have any kind of incentive to say, oh, these stocks are going to go up, but they're actually heading down. Yeah, I recently watched this. I think Tom Nash came out with this video. He talked about how financial education channels are misleading people because of the fact that they're monetizing their channels. And I'm like, bro, they're just monetizing their channels. Do you know how little YouTube pays if your channel is not that big? Meanwhile, Tom Nash is earning like a boatload of money from YouTube. So he was criticizing other people. Meanwhile, he is also benefiting greatly from being a financial education channel. So I thought that was not fair at all, to be criticizing other people like that without actually any substance, really. Honestly, it's just like, I got competition. I really don't like the fact that I got competition, and I am better than my competition. That is not the case. I think there's plenty of people that are like at the same quality. But that was interesting. Oh boy. But I like Tom Nash a lot. I think he makes great content. I watch all the financial education channels that you guys watch, by the way. Just to see what's out there, what people are thinking. I think it's very nice. You missed his points. No, I disagree. No, okay, so what he basically did is he's saying those people are bad. What they're doing is bad. Yet he himself uploads videos about stocks on an individual basis, individually, like on a daily basis, which is basically what he is criticizing, but he's doing it himself. But because he is doing it, it's all right. But when somebody else does it, it's not all right. So I think that's where it is. It's like hypocritical, and I think he's probably criticizing me, Kevin, or something. And then it's the whole idea of like, I am not getting paid. He is definitely getting paid. Look at his Patreon. He gets, I think it's like $20,000 a month. That is being paid. That is being paid by being a financial educator. So he's acting all innocent, but meanwhile, he's benefiting from that same platform, doing the same thing that the other people are doing as well. So I think it's a bit hypocritical. I don't think it makes a lot of sense. I think, in my opinion, it's not pushing out positivity, it's pushing out negativity. And, hey, everybody is allowed to criticize each other. I mean, you got freedom of speech, obviously. But my opinion is it's just a bunch of drama. I think he should stick to what he's doing, which is just publishing great content about stocks and the markets and, financials. Yeah, I wanted to get that, out there because I've got some comments on my Instagram and whatnot. It's like, what do you think about this video? I'm like, it's like, that Spider-Man meme? It's like the two Spider-Men, they're like pointing at each other. Like that's pretty much that video that he recently posted about like other financial educators. Oh, there we go. Oh, he's not Gary. He's saying that people who take cash from people to... I don't know what he was saying specifically, because I don't think it was... He wasn't concluding anything, necessarily. It was more of like... partially, it was like some people take money to push certain stocks. I think that is wrong, and I think he's right about that. But then he goes on and talks about people that are talking about stocks on a daily basis. So he criticizes the people that are, let's say, what I did 6 months ago, for example. I was pushing out videos about stocks that I think was going to do well. And then he criticizes those people. And I'm like, bro, you're also doing that. You're also pushing out videos about Palantir, about Tesla, about other stocks that is having the same impact. And I think it's just a little bit... It's kind of hypocritical. Yeah, stocks are moving up, but the indices are heading down. Look at that. VIX is spiking 4%. The Nasdaq is down 0.65%. S&P is down 0.5%. Oh boy. Dow Jones is down 0.3%. Russell is down 0.10%. Stock market is selling off. That's what's happening. I don't think it's going up. BNGO up. Nano Dimension up. Recovery stocks are green. Chinese stocks are green as well. Still. Oh, there we go. This is not good. I think stocks are going to go down. This is not good. The whole market is correcting. Dow Jones is down. Everything is just bleeding. I would say the Russell's doing best, of course. Still trending upwards, but yeah, this is Quadwitching for you. Everything is just going back and forth. Tesla's about to hit 760. Neo is up 0.5%. Gary, can you please take a look at FFIE, Faraday Future? I've been asking this for a month. Let me see. FFIE. 3 billion market cap. It's been trending down, eh? On the weekly chart, you can see right here, it is still trending down. It's actually still bleeding. This is a tough one. Yeah, Path is starting to sell off. Palantir is still sitting at 29. And C3.ai is still heading up. That's cool. They're burning not a lot of money. I mean, Faraday is it's sitting quite low. But the problem with this company is that it's going to take a long time before they start delivering any kind of vehicles. So if you think in the long term, if you want to be a part of this company, like if you want to hold some of this company's stock for the long term, then that would be maybe an opportunity. I think over time, especially the next coming months, we're heading back up. You know, we're probably heading back up to around $14, in my opinion. Given the fact what's happening with CPI, given the fact what's happening with the tapering, which is being delayed, I think we're just going to rally up all the way back up to $14 at this point. That's what I would say about Faraday. 50.5 on C3, and it's heading up. Keep in mind, the CEO of C3.ai, he sold his shares at $49. So he sold at a loss, basically, at this point. And this is why I was so confused. I was like, but why are you selling your shares at 49.5 if you have a bunch of... He has a lot of cash on the bank, right? This guy's a billionaire. Why would you do that if this stock is going to go up anyway? Because they're going to have a better quarter coming up. Because they raised their guidance. And now it's sitting at 50.5 and it's starting to move up higher. It's like you just sold at a loss, I think. Like, that doesn't make a lot of sense. But for him, obviously, he didn't buy the shares. He got the shares practically for free, because he's the CEO. It's a little confusing. All right, we hit 150 likes. We're gonna do the Q&A. So ask me any question, and I'll be answering that for you. There we go.
De Giro.
Oops. I had to quickly take a look at that. Fantastic. AI is still heading up. It's now up 1.34%. That is great. Alibaba is still green. DIDI is still green. And the market sell-off continues. Interesting. I still believe what's happening right now is that some of these big names that have been going up for the past months, they're selling off. That capital is heading to other names that have been selling off the past couple months. And that's why we see a Tesla that's still green. And that's why we're seeing C3 and Palantir go up. And other names like BNGO up 1.7%. And some of these recovery stocks are green. Chinese stocks are green. Hold up. How many questions did we get? Q&A time, right? So we saw right there. Up 2,200 on the SDC trade already, still holding time. How old are you? 24 years old since 1 month ago. Can you check Penn National Gaming? Let's see. Yeah, I said we were going to bounce soon. I think we're bouncing right now. It's up 1.4%, and things are looking really good. Oh man, the Chinese stocks just can't catch a break. Although it looks better than what we've seen recently, but still. What's happening to JD? Yeah. Very weak movements. Let me check Evergrande. It's close right now, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, it's down another 3.4%. That is just painful to watch. UiPath is going down now, and I think Netlist is also going down. 1 sec. There we go. Gotta check Apple. We'll check Apple in a second. When will you do a deep dive on LILM? When we get closer to the merger. I haven't even checked when the merger is going to be. But I'll have to check that soon. What's the price point for Neo to get in? I personally believe that Neo is a great price. Is at a very great price, around 34. But 36 is, in my opinion, a great price to be starting the dollar cost averaging process. But that's just my opinion. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Do you have a girlfriend? No, I don't have a girlfriend. Nor do I want a girlfriend at this point. Life is very, very busy. So, could you check charge points, please? We'll do that in a second. Price prediction for Ethereum by the end of 2021. Probably sitting around $2,000-ish, in my opinion. Around $2,000, I think. Did you graduate from college? No, I was a college dropout. Yeah. Now. Yeah, a lot of my friends are actually college dropouts, but they're faring pretty good. One of them started a business, and he's set for life. Yeah, I think college in this day and age yeah, like if you're not getting like a really technical degree, I think you can still make it without a degree. But then again, I still believe people should go to school. Dang, my throat is killing me right now. You know, maybe in the future I might actually get my diploma at some point, but at this moment, not really. Oh, there we go. But I do have a lot of respect for people that did graduate from college. My business partner, for example, he did recently graduate from college, and I think he did his bachelor and master's degree in AI, which is pretty awesome. What is this question? Do you fart sometimes when you put it on mute? No. No, I don't. There's background noise. So I mute it very briefly, and it could be like an ambulance or like something, and I put it on mute for a brief seconds. AI is still heading up 1.26%, but it's looking weaker, and the markets are selling like crazy. Look at that, the Nasdaq especially down 0.76%, the S&P down 0.5%, Dow Jones down 0.3%. We're getting back in there. Oh, wow. Let's see. What's going on with Astra Space? I think Astra is... it pumps when there's like a launch coming up, and it dumps right after. Pretty much. Is Palantir giving birth? What? Hey, Gara, great content. Hey, Gara, great content. Thanks for sharing your channel. You've made me a lot of money in the last couple months. I believe there will be a huge correction once tapering starts. When can that happen? I think it looks like tapering might actually start a bit later than what people are thinking. I think maybe in January, February-ish. A couple months down the road. Because of what's happening with COVID and, you know, the jobless claims and a lot less jobs added and everything. I think the Fed is going to delay tapering for a while. Oh, let's see what's happening with Tesla. Tesla's struggling to go above 760 right here. Interesting. Looking at Palantir, I mean, Palantir's also kind of facing a ceiling of about $29. What were you studying? I was studying programming, right? So I was a programmer. Before that, I actually studied business. And if I would study again, I would probably study business and economics, most definitely. I did my programming degree, my IT degree, right? I finished the first year with relatively good grades, but I noticed that it had an impact on my health because when you're programming, sometimes you're sitting there looking at a screen for 8 hours because you need to solve something and you got a deadline tomorrow. And because, you know, I got these glasses for a good reason. My eyes are, well, I've got +5 for my glasses. When you're programming for 8 hours, you get a massive headache. And I had that several times. I was like, damn, I can't do this anymore. So that from that moment onwards, I was like, okay, what else can I do? And I just, you know, did other things at that point. But I do think that college can be very helpful for a bunch of people. But for some people, college can be a little demotivating because, especially if you want to start a business and you already know what you want to do, you already have some cash flow, it can help, but it's also like you could be spending time on the business. But yeah, I know a bunch of people where they had that problem. It's like college takes time away from the business, and well, you gotta see what actually works out. Let's see. We are college dropout gang. Exactly. College is not worth the money. It's only the thing is, college used to be free in the Netherlands, but nowadays you have to get a loan, and you have to pay like 50,000 euros over a time period to have a degree. I'm like, damn, 50,000 euros to get a college degree. That's a lot of money. It's euros, right? So if you convert that to dollars, it's like 60,000. Which is probably still cheaper than what's happening there over in the USA. I bet it's still cheaper. I think in the US you can have like a debt of $100,000 very easy. But yeah, we went from having college free now. Pretty much you have to borrow everything. Hold up. One second. Hold up. College has been ruined the past 20 years. I have no idea because I didn't exist before that, but if you did not graduate, you were not a programmer. I mean, you can give me a task right now and I'll be able to program it for you. Like, no problem. I think if you can program, you're a programmer. I don't think you have to graduate. That's really stupid, by the way. I don't know who said that. If you don't graduate, you're not a programmer? Are you kidding me? I know like 2 people that are making, is it 6 figures? They're making 100,000 euros a year. They didn't graduate, but they're programmers, but they didn't graduate. In fact, they didn't even, one of them didn't even finish high school, and he's making a boatload of money in security. I completely disagree with that statement. Oh, you need to graduate to be a programmer. No, you need to be able to know how to program. I think if you graduate with that degree and you can't program, you're not a programmer. Like, oh my god, that makes no sense. I never graduated. I was talking about you, no other programmers. You don't need to be. You do not need a degree to be called a programmer. Trust me on that one. Some people don't have a degree, but they're better than like 900 out of 1,000, like 99% of other programmers. It doesn't matter. Gara, I was talking about you. I mean, what do you mean? If you didn't graduate, you were not a programmer. I mean, I don't know. What do you mean with that? Like, it's... You're talking about me? I'm not programming right now, so I'm not a programmer. Yeah, I have to agree with that. How come we can't see your portfolio? Because it takes a lot of time for me to show my portfolio, because I've got several trading apps that I use. And I can't find a good method of showing everything in one go without putting like at least 30 minutes to an hour into that every day. So yeah, that's why. And honestly, it's not on my list of priorities. Showing my portfolio is at the bottom. The first thing on my list of priorities would probably be starting the videos again, but you know. One sec. Yeah, well, yeah, when you have a degree, it helps with getting a job at the first. I agree. I think once you got your job and you got some job experience, the degree is not going to help out a lot. At least in that sector, in the IT sector. Baba is still heading up. Look at that, 2% to the upside. UiPath still moving. That is really cool. Helion up 3%. Virgin Galactic now up 3%. Robinhood up 1.4%. That is wild. You're more into trading. You had someone else do your website. Why didn't you do your website? Because I spent all my time on the live streams and creating content for you guys. Why else? Do you know what I do when I'm not live streaming? I am watching the news. I am literally reading and watching the news and practicing, and it takes all my time. So it's very, I don't know what comment that is. Like, you are more into trading. You had someone else do your website. Why didn't you do your website? It's the same reason why because you want to outsource. You want to do what you're best in. That's why. Come on, man. Yes, I could program it. No problem. I could do it. It's just going to take me a bunch more time because I also have to do the live streams and I also have to do other things. But it's efficient for me to say, hey, you are currently studying this. You currently are doing this, and you have some free time. You work on the website. I'll tell you what to do, and we get it done. I think it makes a lot of sense. It's like, I love how I am getting criticized for this, but then you have like a Meet Kevin that has like several programmers doing the work for him. It's like, come on, man. Like, outsourcing is a well-known thing. There's nothing bad about it. Like, I don't have infinite amounts of time. Let's see. I think some people are trying to get under your skin. That's fine. It's all right. I'm a 30-year software engineer. I understand how it works. That's pretty awesome. I mean, we're just having a conversation. I think we haven't had a conversation in a long time. So it's cool. Criticism is allowed here as long as you're respectful. I don't really mind. What's happening here? S&P is falling really fast, by the way. Down 0.66%. And the Nasdaq is down 0.77% here. Dow Jones, 0.5%. Oh, the Russell is pulling back. Yet Palantir and AI are still green. Interesting. Very, very interesting. AMC sitting at 45.5, down 1%. Big Tech is also down. Alibaba up 2.16%. Yeah, what I would say about programming, I think with programming, the thing with it is there are so little amounts of programmers out there, at least here in the Netherlands from what we have seen here. The supply of programmers is so low that even if you don't have a degree, you could easily find a job, as long as you can show that you can program. That's why I talked the way I did. Obviously, I mean, I don't know everything about it, but I do know one thing. If you can program, you can get yourself a job. All right, anyway. You drive a car. Why don't you build your own engine, I guess? Yeah, that's kind of interesting, too. Honestly, I would love to outsource everything. That's not like the core of what Lucid Trading is. I would love to outsource everything because that also creates jobs at some point, right? It literally creates jobs, which is awesome. For example, Meet Kevin, I've been following his channel since he was very tiny, like 100,000 subs. It's beautiful to see, like, as his channel grew, he's now offering people jobs, right? He's outsourcing things where he could spend the time doing that, but he could better focus on what's the core of his channel. And so, yeah, I think it's beautiful being able to outsource. Oh my, Alibaba is about to hit 160. This is very exciting. We got an 0.2 US dollar donation. I've never seen... Oh my god, this is the first time I've seen $0.2 donation. That is awesome. So a 20-cent donation from Masi Rasoli. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, Lucid Group is bouncing. Masteras is having a good time now. It's up 10%, right? Yeah, so things were looking very bearish right up until they announced the vehicle with the large range. See, that was for Lucid Group very important because that it's basically they're saying, hey, we're superior to Tesla because we have more range, and I still believe that the stock is going up because of that reason. Like, oh, they have more range. Gara, Apple Card owners are having problems ordering their iPhone 13. The site is glitching. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Lucid Group sitting at 23.32. AI up 1.6%, sitting at 50.6. Virgin Galactic up 3.2%. Alibaba up 2.4%. Holy moly, what the hell? Yes. Finally. Some green. Yes. Been waiting for this. Alibaba's going up. DIDI is just getting stuck like always. Helion up 4%. I'm very bullish in Helion, so I'm glad to see that. Virgin Galactic up 3.2%. That's cool. Palantir's starting to sell off. People are taking profits. AI is up 1.5%. I think AI could actually rally quite a huge amount. Lucid Group up 10.5%. It's skyrocketing right now, right as we speak. It's about to go overbought, but we did breach recent resistance, which was around 23. I think the sky is the limit right now. Yeah, so I was bearish right in this zone because we had nothing going on. And then when we got the news that their vehicle was going to do, what was it, like 300, no, it was like 520 miles. So I expected it to go up above what we had recently. I think it was sitting at like 19. Back to the lower 20s, which is, you know, I would consider the $23 still lower 20s. And I don't think it's going to go much higher than what we have right here. Not a whole lot of higher. Not a whole lot higher. It's already up like 25%. It's going to cool off very soon. For us to go above this zone, I think we're going to have to get deliveries, like some good delivery numbers. I would say one thing about getting a degree, I think when you go to college, I think one of the most important things about college is that you get to know people, you make new friends, you connect with different kinds of people. And I would say the fact that, you know, how do you say this properly? In some sense, college also teaches you this kind of order, being able to work with deadlines and everything, and get stuff done, right? So that's why I have a lot of respect for people that do get their degree and whatnot. They tend to be the most orderly people. Okay, Helion's still up. Virgin Galactic is shooting up. Yeah, it teaches you discipline. That was the right word. Discipline. That's with college, right? Yeah, the degrees are beneficial for most people. For most people, yeah. I think even the degrees that are known as the lowest paying degrees are useful because they teach you the discipline. Although, you could argue that because there is an argument to be made that in the USA, for some degrees where you get rather low pay if you start working in that field, like I remember there was this article about somebody that had paid like $150,000 to pay tuition fees and everything, and couldn't find a job for like 3 years. Worked at Subway. I'm like, damn, that is horrible. I wouldn't even want to think about that. It's just UI Path up 1.2%. We got a €4 donation from Laura Gayhart. Laura says, "You're my favorite stock god." I am a stock god. No, I'm kidding, I'm not. Thank you for that compliment. Check ONPH and Sava. Thank you, Laura. Thank you very much. Oncology. I think we just checked it out, right? And Sava. Oh my god, these flies. Oh, damn it. You become better at beer pong. Oh, man. I mean, you're not wrong, but you're also not right. ONPH. Did I cover this already, or? Yeah, I think I did. Oh, small market cap. Right, that's why. It does look like it could bounce, but still, small market cap. I don't cover any stocks at this moment below 500 million market cap. Not in this market. No way. That's that's a death trap. Sava. Cassava Sciences. I still think it's going to bounce. Although it's not going to be a very big bounce. I think we're going to get back to around 52, 53 for Cassava Sciences. I'm not going to change my opinion about that. So both of those probably about to bounce. It's kind of funny because like Dow Jones is down 0.5%. Nasdaq about to be down a percentage point. S&P down 0.6%. Russell's bleeding. Yet a lot of these stocks are looking like they're going to bounce, and some of them are already bouncing right now. Look at that Alibaba, now sitting above 160, up 2.5%. Oh my god. I just got a get free shares worth up to €100 each by trading. Yes. Okay, so the trading app that I use is now promoting its platform again, finally, after like a year of not promoting it, because their user growth has been so high, they could not promote their platform. Because at some point there was like a waiting list of people that could not join because there were too many people that wanted to join. I don't know if you guys know Trading 212, but they're doing a promotion right now. And I actually like the trading app a lot. I use it on a daily basis. So I think I'm gonna share the promo code for the people that want to join, because you're gonna get free shares worth up to €100. This promo just started. I just got a notification that this is the case. So that is awesome. I think it's great. Free stock, and people are able to join Trading 212 again. I think that's good. That's a win-win. I'm going to share my code in a second. So if you want to join, one sec. How am I going to do this? That is awesome. Hold up. Can I share this code? How does that work? Yeah, if you join Trading 2 and 2 with that promo code, you will get a share up to 100 euros. And I think the platform is amazing. I use it on a daily basis. Okay. Hold up. Yeah, this code was dropped just recently, and I'm not kidding. I am not joking. This platform is one of the most sought out trading platforms in Europe. All of my friends that I know, they all wanted to go on Trading 2 and 2, but they didn't allow it because they couldn't handle the amount of users, so they capped it for a while. There was a waiting list for people. Now they finally are opening it up to everybody out there again, and I've been using this app for the past 2 years, and it's just phenomenal. Although I would say the CFD side of things can be a bit iffy, but the stock side of things are very, very nice. So let me just see if I can pin this down at this point. I'm going to pin it down in the chat. There you go. Sign up for... Hey, in my opinion, right, this is my opinion, Trading 2 and 2 is one of the better trading apps out there. Very nice UI, and yeah, you're going to get a free stock. I'm going to get a free stock. It's a win-win. Let me tell people on the Discord about this. This is a win. This is awesome. I'm very happy. I'm going to just share the link several times here. There we go. And... Alrighty. What are the conditions? I didn't even check the conditions yet, but I do trust this platform, so... let's see. Invite a friend to join Trading 2 and to invest, and you both get a free stock share. Frequently asked questions. This is huge news, by the way. I've been waiting for like 7 months, I think, since... Yeah, they closed the people that could join. You couldn't join the app for 7 months, I think. 6 to 7 months. You can participate in our Invite a Friend campaign if you have an active Trading 2 and 2 Invest or ISA account. Here's how. Tap on the More menu. Get free shares item. When will I get my free share? You will get a free share within 3 business days after your friend has verified and funded their Trading 2 and 2 account with the minimum deposit. So you need a minimum deposit, apparently. I don't know how much that is, though. The minimum deposit amount is €1. So, okay, to get this clear, Trading 2 is the trading platform that I currently use, and I've been using for the past couple months. I'm using several platforms. I like Trading 2 and 2 best right now. Yeah. I think it's a subsidiary of Interactive Brokers. Pretty sure about that. And okay, so if you hit the link and if you join the platform, this is for people that are from Europe, because we don't have Robinhood. We have no Robinhood, right? We don't have, okay, so we don't have Webull, we don't have Robinhood, we have nothing, pretty much. Trading 2 and 2 is our only hope, because all the other trading platforms are just horrible. I've had an incredibly bad experience with trading apps in Europe. I'm very jealous of you guys. You can just invest on an app that is like designed for humans, because most apps are designed for robots. In my opinion, very bad designs. Anyway, that's why we're seeing these new trading apps come out. I'm super excited about this because I just got notified about this like minutes ago, and I'm gonna tell all my friends. Like honestly, just all right. So funding and withdrawing. So you make So if you join with that link, which I'm gonna have down below, once again, if you want to join, I won't do this long term. This is just a one-time thing. You have to deposit a minimum amount of €1 and a minimum bank wire deposit amount of 10 euros. And that's when you get the free stock up to 100 euros. It's free money. You could get a stock that's 50 euros, 70 euros. Maybe you get Uber stock. Maybe you get Palantir. Who knows? Very important. Create a USD account if you trade in dollars or pay tax for conversion. Oh, that is interesting. This is good news. Very good news. Been waiting for a while for this to happen. Yeah, I had a Trading 2 and 2 link in my description because that's the platform that I use most often. Actually, what did I want to say? I think you can follow my portfolio. I think you can follow my portfolio on Trading 2 and 2. I think I can open it up there. What is happening? Okay, there we go. So I might do that. I'm going to think about doing that. One sec. Can I actually... Why is that link not clickable? Let me see if I can try to... hold up. There we go. Wait to sell it. Well, it's the best, in my opinion, it's the best trading app in terms of usability in Europe, pretty much. I use Free Trade app, really love it. Free Trade, I've never heard of that. Free Trade. I don't know. I think, we've been waiting for a good trading app for a long time. And Trading 2 and 2 is finally opening up, so I'll take it. Free stock for you, free stock for me. Everybody gets to... Oh, oops, that's not... Hold up. See if I can push this out. There we go. And I want to pin this one because that link is clickable. And I'm going to share it again here. Trading 2 and 2 finally opening up. Get yourself a free share. I use the app Cool. All right. Gara, they are not letting me in. They're not letting me join. There's too much demand. Are other people having the same issue? It says I'm on the waiting list. I can't join right now. I think some people can join and some people can't. It depends on where you're from. I think in the UK, they may be still not allowing people to join. But anywhere else, maybe, like in Europe. I think it's a good app. I like it. That's why. And they're offering free shares. I mean, it's not nothing. 100 euros. That's quite a bit. It's quite a bunch. And make sure you use that code, because I think you don't get anything if you don't use the code. It's a great app. It's pretty much the best app in Europe. I mean, there are other apps that are more complicated, which are better, but very hard to use. But for just buying stocks, I think trading 2 and 2 is great. I like it a lot. Although I've complained about it in the past because they're the CFD side of the business is like, it can be a bit frustrating, but if you're buying stocks, if you're selling stocks, trading 2 and 2 is a great platform. Alright, so the market correction, oh my god, look at that. The Nasdaq is down 0.93%, the Russell is down 0.4%, the Dow Jones is down 0.5%, the S&P about to be down 0.7%. Correction ain't over. It ain't over until I say it's over. I don't think it's going to be over soon. Because we hit the resistance again, and we rejected again. Look at that. Us once, twice, third time. I mean, this is not good. This is not looking good right now for the markets. Not at all. Trading 2 and 2 is unavailable for Americans. I'm sorry for that. I should have said that. It's for people from Europe, I think. But mainly people from Europe. Let's see. Do I know anybody that's not on Trading 2? Good morning, Gara. You're very smart and will go very far. Thank you for that compliment. I hope I do. I want to help out as many people as I can in the best way I can do that. And, you know, that'd be cool. And I also want to make a killing in the stock market, obviously. Actually, I just don't want to lose money in the stock market. I think that's a better goal to have. Regret I opened a Euro account on T212 because most of the stocks I have are in dollars. So for each trade I pay 0.15% tax for conversion. Yeah, that's true. Yep, I had the same issue. It really sucks. It's a lot of money, you know, 0.15%. Yeah, they were going to roll out Robinhood in the UK, but they delayed it. Someone's pumping Lucid. Is this still heading up? Oh, wow. Yeah, these are probably, I would say, institutions buying. Yeah, I think so, because look at the volumes. I mean, this is insane. We don't get that much volume usually. Yeah, not usually. Yeah, these are institutions that are buying. Big institutions that are probably diversified among EV stocks are diversifying, again, by buying some Lucid Group. Because Lucid has pretty good vehicles. Although they're not delivering many yet. One moment. Due to unprecedented demand, we had to pause account opening as we increase our capacity to serve more clients. Delivering great service is our top priority. Oh my god, unbelievable. So Trading 2 and 2 opens up the door for people to join it. Immediately people can join. You can still try. Some countries could probably still try. I'm going to send the link again. Use the promo code because then you get the reward. For the people that are in Europe and haven't been able to join Trading 2 and 2, they're giving out free shares up to 100 euros if you join. And I'll get one too. Win-win. Would be kind of insane if somebody joins and I get like a Palantir share or something. Like, what are the chances of that happening? Oh my, the market. Look at that. The Nasdaq. Look at that. The Nasdaq is selling off like crazy. This is crazy. It's about to be down like a percentage point now at this point. Down. Oh wow, it's not even down that much. I mean, down 2% overall. It's mostly big tech that's selling. I mean, the Chinese stocks are doing relatively fine. Look at that. Google down 1%, Facebook down 1%, Microsoft down 1%. It's big tech selling off. And now Palantir is also following suit with the Nasdaq down. Tesla's probably doing the same, down 0.3%. And AI is in the green, up 1.2%. Still doing fine. Virgin Galactic green, Path is green. So the oversold stocks are in the green at the moment, which is good. Can't get an account in the UK. Hello, Gara. Could you check Disney? Will it reach $200 before the end of the year? Will it? We did spike. That's nice. Well, what the hell? Why is my portfolio up so much? Oh, Virgin Galactic, C3, and AI, Alibaba are actually moving up, so that's why. Yeah, that's nice. And let's take a look at the other portfolio. It's looking better and better. That's cool. Disney, weekly chart MACD is about to cross. Do I think it's going to go up? I mean, this is very convincing to me, I think. Look at that. Looks like the MACD is about to cross. We've been consolidating for, I think, about 6 months. I think pretty much the whole year. So is Disney heading up? I think so. Probably. They're going to benefit from the economy opening up. And they've been making more and more profits. Revenue has been going up. Yeah, I think Disney probably at this point, after all that consolidation, I think we're looking at a uptrend. Although short term, I think we're heading up to $200. I think that's what's happening here. This is a support zone at 172. So if it goes down, 172 is going to hold it up. It's a very strong support, by the way. We retested this zone every single time, and it failed to go below that support. Yeah. So I think what's going to happen short term is maybe we consolidated this zone around the 180, and then we, start spiking like that. Yeah, pretty much. So maybe consolidate in this range and then just spike upwards to $200. Although this consolidationary phase could be very much dependent on this situation right here with the market. But yeah, Disney is up 0.6%, but the markets are selling off, so it's doing quite well at the moment. C3, look at that. C3 spiking. With all the liquidity that's available, because big tech is selling off, the markets are selling off, that money is now flowing into stocks that are oversold. Look at Helion. Helion up 4%. UiPath up 1.7%. Virgin Galactic's up. Yet everything else is pretty much red. C3 up 1.6%. That is wild. It's looking more and more interesting. Things reversing down. The overall market is reversing down. I was waiting over 4 months to join Trading 2 and 2. And this is why I'm so excited about Trading 2 and 2. They're finally opening up the door, and they're giving you a free share. I mean, I'll take that cookie. And if you want to take that cookie, then there's a link down below in the chat. For Europeans, by the way. At least for now. I think maybe at some point they might actually allow the Americans to join. I think most people in America are on Robinhood or on Webull. So, but we don't have that here. That's the problem. We don't have Webull or Robinhood. One second. That was awkward. That's a torpedo of a sneeze. Gara, will you get the iPhone 13? No, I will not get the iPhone 13. Because I already got the iPhone 12. Which I got like last year, so I think it's going to last me for another 2 years. Maybe 3 years. Unless it breaks, obviously. But so long as it's still fast, I'm not going to get any other phone. That would be very... It would not be a very good financial decision. Let's just put it that way. Phones are expensive. Like, the idea is I want to buy a product that can last for a long time. And if I have to pay a premium in the beginning, right? Because, like, Apple is expensive. But they last. These Apple products, they last for, like, 3-4 years. Meanwhile, my Android phones last only 2 years. At least from my experience. Although opinions and experiences differ on that. All the new phones are made to break. I disagree. The iPhone, it's very, very strong. Like, as in, if I felt it's fallen down on my pocket on concrete, and the screen didn't break. You kind of want to spend the least amount of money for the most amount of quality or something you can get. That's the idea. But I know some people that, you know, they're upgrading to the next big thing. The VIX is spiking 8.3%. Wow. The 10-year is spiking 3%. S&P down 0.8%. Nasdaq now down a percentage point. Everything is still bleeding. And, you know, I warned about this correction. Been warning for like a couple weeks. I'm still 30% cash. I've been buying the dip every now and then. And yeah, I'm loving it. I think this is great. We're getting cheaper prices for beautiful companies. Very happy with this outcome. In fact, some of my stocks are actually heading up. That's interesting. While the market is correcting, they're heading up. Huh. It's mostly the Chinese stocks that are heading up right now. They don't allow people from the U.S. CFDs. Yeah, CFDs are illegal, I think, in the U.S. Which is strange, because you can still buy options, which, in my opinion, options can be as risky. My iPhone is not in a case, and I've dropped it countless times. I'm amazed. Yeah. The new iPhones are quite nice. Let's see. You're probably right about Samsung. Yeah, I had Samsung, and they tend to break very fast. That's just my experience of it. They tend to break very, very fast. Whether the software slows down or the physical side of things, you know, the screen breaks or anything like that. But I've had Samsung phones for like the past decade. So the Google Pixel will last 5 years. Yeah, the Google Pixel is also really interesting. I like those a lot. If I ever hop onto a new device, it's probably going to be a Google Pixel. Because Google's my employer. Oops. C3.ai up 1.7%. It will make you want to invest in Google. I think the Google phones are pretty good. I don't think it's a good idea to be investing in Google, though. It's like, why would you invest in Google right now? Look at this. Look at this chart. Just look at this chart. Why right now? After it bottomed out in 2020 and then proceeded to go up 200%. Yeah, let me just put some money in Google. Look at this chart. This is not a good time to invest. At least long term, I believe that Google right now is very, very overvalued. And the only reason it's sitting this high is because bonds are sitting much higher. So because bonds are overvalued, that's why the S&P and everything else is sitting at higher prices. And what's in the S&P? What's in the Nasdaq? It's Google. Alphabet. So my argument is that this will get cheaper at some point. Trust me, it will. It's not going to keep going like this. Unless they create some artificial intelligence that can do everything. But that's not going to happen short term. And look at this RSI. Just look at that. It's incredibly high. The monthly RSI is just spiking so freaking high right now. And it's already starting to correct. That's the funny thing. I think this is probably correcting back to around 2,400-ish. Most probably. See, that's where I might buy a tiny amount of Google. Maybe lower than that, but right now it's just too expensive. Way too expensive. That's like buying an iPhone at like $3,000 something. Or I don't know, something crazy. C3.ai is now up 2%. That is really cool. So sell Google. I personally think if I was holding a boatload of Google right now, I would be selling like crazy. Yeah, ARK is also selling Google. I'll be selling out of these big tech names, especially Microsoft and Google. I think both of those are sitting so freaking high. At least Apple has corrections. Apple has big corrections, but Google and Microsoft, I mean, look at the chart for Microsoft. It's even crazier. Look at this. We get these brief blip of corrections, but it just keeps spiking and spiking and spiking. Look at the RSI. I think we're about to top out again, and it's going to get horrible. Like this is going to be a 10-20% correction at least. And you know how I know this? Well, look at this, right? We usually hit the 20-day moving average almost on a yearly basis on the monthly chart. Well, that 20-day moving average right now, this red line, it's sitting quite low. So for Microsoft to be hitting back, for it to be hitting that 20-day moving average, it would have to correct at least like around 15 to 20%. And I think that's possible at this point. Because we're going to see lower CPI. The economy is slowing down. We have the tapering coming up. We have interest rates going up next year. I don't think these big tech names are going to sit so high. Not saying I'm bearish long term. I'm just saying short term. I think there could be a correction. And we're in September. We're going to go to October. Bearish months. So yeah, one sec. I think we got a donation. Shaq Rasoli coming in with a $5 donation. Thank you so much. Shaq says, can you do analysis on Wish and Wynn Resort, please? Let me take a look at Wish. Yeah, I don't like what's happening with the fundamental side of this story. But technically speaking, the MACD is about to cross on the 4 hours. RSI is starting to spike. Chinese stocks are doing good. We have a double bottom going on there. Hey, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this bad boy jumps back up to roughly around 7.2. But I don't know where this is going to go at this point with the current fundamentals. Because they have to prove us that they're able to grow. And recently well, look at that. That doesn't look like they're growing, eh? They were valued as a growth stock, right? And that was not the case. Look at that. Was sitting at 32 at some point, sitting 5 times higher. I think the market cap was something around 18 billion, and they're actually slowing down. Down about almost 80%. And for Wynn Resorts, with the whole situation that we got going on there in Macau, it's also quite unpredictable. I thought it was going to go down slightly further and then just go sideways. And I think I'm going to keep it at that for now. It's going sideways right now. I think that is going to continue because there's some really strong regulations coming for Wynn Resort in China. It's down 41%. CEO said they will be cash positive end of this year, which is being picked up heavily by Bank of America after it was brought down by BOF. They're buying Wish. Okay, is that really true? Is that the case? Wait, can I check? That's interesting. I might, I think Wynn Resort's going to keep moving sideways, honestly. Maybe we fill the gap to 89, but that's it. But Wish is an interesting one, because if we get any kind of positive news, this one will spike back to, like, around $9, like, instantly. But are we going to get good news? They've done pretty bad. Although we're going into holiday season time, so they bought millions. Let me see. Bank of America Wish. $12 target from Bank of America. Let me see. Wish.com. I mean, Wish is still up and running. I mean, if they show us they could have one good quarter, that could make the difference, I think. Like, it could make a very big difference. It's end of year cash flow positive and mid the next year they'll earning positive. I mean, just because he's saying it doesn't mean it's going to happen. I'm going to analyze Wish after the stream. I'm going to actually take a look at that. Maybe, we'll be like I might actually share my screen on the Discord and just cover that. Patrick Lamp coming in here with a $5 donation and says, Bro stock, what do you think it is going to do the next few days? I think we covered this already, didn't we? Dutch Bros? I have no idea. We have no data. It's down 10.5%. Oh, there we go. Market cap's 1.1 billion. They have annual revenues of 327 million. Net income of... Okay, so their net income has gone down significantly, but their revenue's gone up. Fair enough. That could be a support level, but I wouldn't risk it Maybe bounce from here. Maybe. We don't know. Can't say much about this. There's not a whole lot of technicals I can cover, and from the fundamental side of things, I can't see the quarterlies. But it engages in the management of coffee shops and restaurants. It's a rather small market cap, isn't it? And they're profitable too. Wouldn't be surprised if it bounces, but this is just a hunch. I can't say much about this. If they expand, if this expands everywhere, then they could really do well. They lowered it and now are buying it. Bank of America is buying it. That's interesting. AI is still up 1.5%. Baba still up 2%. DIDI up 0.4%. Markets are selling off. Look at that. Ooh. Interesting. 1.1% correction on the Nasdaq. And the SPX is down 0.8%. 10-year up 3%. We have the dollar up 0.3%. Dollar is spiking. Look at that. The dollar is spiking massively. That's crazy. That is nutty. Gara, Tesla's coming down. Yeah, everything is coming down. The whole market is. I mean, you got the S&P rejected the resistance zone. It didn't breach above, and I warned you about this 3 days ago. If it does not breach that level, we're heading down. So the correction continues for quadruple witching. But Chinese stocks are doing okay. Interesting how when the U.S. equities go down, the Chinese stocks go up. When the U.S. equities go up, the Chinese stocks go down. Very, very interesting. Virgin Galactic is doing pretty good, up 2.9%. UiPath up 1.5%. And let's see what's happening to Netlist. Yeah, Netlist is kind of flat. You see, you said Lucid was going to pop again. That's not what I said. What I said was we would need to see a significant catalyst for Lucid to pop again. And we got a significant catalyst. They came out with the news that their vehicles were going to have 520 miles. That's like 150 miles more than a Tesla. And that is a significant catalyst. That's when the stock goes up. So, let's see. Tuchef is also up. Tuchef going up 2.4%. Lovely. AI is pulling back. That's what usually happens, right? Pump at the early moments of the day, and then it just drops. That's C3.ai. Virgin Galactic still up. UiPath still up. Cool. Coolio. Gara, the promo code is not working. Wait, let me share the link again. Maybe I have to put spaces. That's the link. Hopefully works. And that's the promo code. If the promo code doesn't work, it could be that your country is still on the waiting list. Yeah, I warned about the dollar going up yesterday. It's going up quite a bit now. There you go, 0.3%. The reason I think it's going to go up is because, well, look at this. This is the monthly chart. You see this right now? This is the monthly chart for the dollar. This is the monthly MACD. And the MACD is crossing up. It's actually heading up. Momentum is to the upside. And last time that this happened, we had a big spike. And every other time we've had this, the dollar went up significantly. And what do I mean with significantly? Well, take a look at this. We've had 16% moves in the past. Even more than that. Look at that. 26%. So be prepared. Dollar is about to spike the coming months. Hold up. All right, I think stocks are kind of starting to... Oh, wow, they're actually going down more. No way. No way. Look at that. Nasdaq is going down even more now. It is bleeding. Falling knife. The falling knife of death. It's now having an impact on the stocks that we're going up to. So we're seeing everything kind of go down. S&P pulling back here 0.8%. Dow Jones down 0.6%. Even the Russell down 0.4%. VIX is spiking 9 percentage points. 10-year yield is up 2.7%. That is crazy. That is blasphemy. What did I want to do? Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, Chinese stocks are not down that much. It's just the U.S. equities that are pulling back, which does make sense, you know, because of the U.S. Indices. Do you really think it's possible that big tech falls so much? I mean, is that even a question? Right when people think it's not possible that big tech can fall, it's gonna fall. Anyway, what about Amazon, Nvidia, and Tesla? Yeah, all of them. I would say Tesla's in a better situation because I think Tesla is still down from all-time highs, but everything else is at all-time highs. I think Tesla's also gonna fall. It's just not that much relative to the others. I mean, look at Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, Google. All of these, they're going to fall big time. And they're already falling. They are already falling. Down 1.7% on Facebook. Microsoft down 1.5%. Apple 1.4%. Google 1.1%. Right? So this is capital getting out of big tech, and it's going to pour into other segments of the market. Or maybe even the bond market. Maybe the bond market could be. And then you see the 10-year yield go down. One second. Right, so I think we're going to wrap things up right now. I think this is it. This is all we're going to get for now. Lunchtime coming up, so yeah. Make sure you smash the like button. That would be very much appreciated. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet. That would be great. And hit the notification bell so you will be notified for the next live stream. That would be awesome. And check the social media. We have an Instagram. We have a Twitter. Both links are down below in the description. And we have a Patreon where you can support the channel. And on top of that, I would have to say that... there's a Discord community too, where I will be residing. So Discord link is down below too. And one more last thing. If you would like to join one of the better trading apps in Europe, if you're in Europe, Trading 212 is opening up again because there were a lot of people wanted to join Trading 212, but they didn't have enough capacity. Now they have enough capacity. They're opening up. They're giving away free money, practically speaking. They're giving out a free share, a free stock worth up to about 100 euros, and you can use this promo code in the live chat. Hit that link up, use the promo code, and you'll get a free stock worth up to about 100 euros. I'll get one as well. And I have to tell you, I'm using this trading app every day. It's one of the better ones out there. I also use other apps, but this is, in my opinion, it's just my favorite. So if you want to join, feel free to join. We'll both get a stock worth up to about 100 euros. Link is down below in the live chat. I'm actually going to put that link in the description as well from now onwards, because I think that'll be nice. I'll put it in later. It's whatever. Anyways, have a great weekend. If I don't see you again for the second live stream for today, which is in about 3 hours, make sure you join. And, good luck with trading. I'll see you very soon. Have a good day or have a great weekend if I don't see you for the second live stream. And, have a good one.